Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We have a new moon tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So many good things are coming our way. I have just gotten such great news in my life, and I have to kind of keep it secret for now, but I will be sharing soon. But it's a huge manifestation that's coming to fruition, and I'm just like beaming with so much joy. But I feel like this is that new moon energy. So maybe some of you are experiencing some new things in your life or things that you've been dreaming of your whole life, and it's finally like peeking its way out. Like it's not fully here yet, but you're like, whoa, is this really happening? Like, did I really just get this message saying that this is going to happen? And it's like, it's crazy. And then some people this week are experiencing like an upheaval. It's like you thought you got your manifestation and then it was quickly ripped away from you in some way. Like whether you were purchasing a house and somebody took another offer, don't worry. There's a reason why that happened. Something's either being moved away from you or that place is still yours, but the universe is just testing you a little bit to see, are you going to trust it? Are you going to say, you know what, even though it's like so dark right now, I feel like I just failed or I missed the mark or whatever it is, or, you know, they took the higher offer, I should have offered more. No, everything was perfect. Stay in alignment and stay in this knowing that the universe is moving things around you to bring you to something better, or it's going to bring that thing back to you in divine timing. Okay, so let's open sacred space. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Please put your protective bubble around us with this Palo Santo. Do not allow any lower vibrations in. I feel like I want to do a whole video on low vibrations because I don't know about you all, but they are out there. And there are three types of people in this world. The first level of people are light workers, people that are here for good. They have good hearts. They want the best for people. They love animals. They love children. They want to leave a mark. And then there's this middle area of people who are kind of just floaters. They're not super passionate with missions. They're very much so to themselves, just living their own life. And then there's the bottom third, which they are low vibrations and they are here. I call them tricksters. They're trickster energies to keep you off your mission. They're here to distract you, and usually they come in shiny packages and they're hard to resist, and they're usually very addictive. There could be people that are like, they're almost like empty vessels, if you will. It's kind of like you're talking to them and there's no depth to them, but they're really gorgeous. Or they kind of say all the right things, but then they don't take action on it. You know, they just keep saying they're going to do these things for you or to help you with your mission, and then they never take action on it. So it's almost like they're toying with you and they're keeping you stuck on this loop, like waiting for them, whether it's a partner, a business partner, whoever it is. They are here to challenge you for you to say, no, I deserve better. I can make this happen on my own. I don't need you. And I'm not going to be taunted by your good looks and whatever it is. But there are three types of people in the world. There's light workers, the middle area of people who just kind of coast and they're okay living like this, like silent and loving life. And then there's the bottom third where they are just out to get you, but they don't even know they're doing it. Their mission is to bring you off of your mission, but your job is to identify the lower vibrations and be like, oh my gosh, they just distracted me for 9 months and I didn't do all the things that I've been wanting to do. And it's like kind of like being married to somebody or dating somebody, and then you come out of the relationship and you're like, ah, I was so stagnant. What was I doing? And then you come out of the relationship and you have this huge awakening. But those lower vibrations are there for a reason. It's a lesson. You're supposed to overcome it and you're supposed to move out of it so they don't keep you stuck. And normally with somebody, when you're with somebody of a lower vibration, you tend to have addictions. You become like them because you're a light worker and you're an empath and you mold, you're like a shapeshifter. You mold to whoever you're around most. And your mission is to come back to your energy, to be more drawn to people like you and to identify what unconditional love is, which is a light worker's energy. And then you start to see, oh my gosh, I've been hanging around with this bottom third and they're negative, they gossip, they put me down, they put other people down. They're not here to spread good. And you need to get out of that bottom third. Okay. I love teaching about lower vibrations because the people that are in that bottom third, we have to feel sorry for them. They don't even know that they're doing it. They don't even know that they're doing it, but we just have to politely say, hey, this isn't for me. I'm going to part ways. And I've had to do that a couple times with like coworkers or relationships or friends. I've had to like silently just like peel myself away. And also in the spiritual community, there can be spiritual narcissistic energy where people that say all the right things spiritually and they try to play on your emotions and they try to feed you everything. And then you go in their energy and you're like, meaning like you hang out with them and it is not love. It is not a peaceful space. You just feel this dissonance with them and you're like, get me out of this environment. When you're just hanging out with one person, it's like you just feel it. So that's why we have to tune into our bodies and be very clear on what is our energy, because then when we're around other people, we can feel that that disruptive energy. It just doesn't feel good. You just want to like run away from them. Where a light worker, you just want to be around them all the time. It's like a magnetic energy. Okay, I just did a page pull for my Instagram, but we're gonna do another one. I am healthy and filled with energy. I know and affirm that my body is a friendly place to live. I have respect for my body and I treat it well. I connect with the energy of the universe and I allow it to flow through me. I have wonderful energy. I am radiant, vital, and alive. Says, feel that bounce in your step. See your shining eyes. The radiant you is right here. Claim it. All right. So I guess this message, obviously we're here for this new moon. This message is we have to be in our highest energy. And if we're around those lower vibrations, they're going to suck. They're going to be like a soul sucker. They're literally sucking the life out of your soul. And you will get sick and you won't feel good and you'll need to move environments and stay away from them for long periods of time so you can finally regroup and come back and pull, like when your soul, I call it soul sucking energy, it's like your energy's out of you. And when you come back to your own energy and you sleep in your own bedroom, you go for long drives, you're pulling back your energy into you. And that's when you have that bump in your step and you're like, hey, you're saying hi to everybody, you're feeling good. But people that you live with or that you're surrounded with at work, they can literally suck the energy out of you, but it's your job to pull it back. You know, don't play the victim and say, oh, I can't handle this anymore. They keep doing this to me. No, it's your energy. You can decide and you can take action to pull it back. Okay, so let's get some cards for this new moon. I just heard Angel Wisdom Tarot, so we're going to start there. I just looked at all my rings. My niece Emily, we went to go visit my sweet niece Casey. She's in college, her first year. She's at Widener University here in Pennsylvania. And we took a drive. I picked up her boyfriend and I picked up her sister, my niece Emily, and we all took a drive in my Jeep. And Emily took off her rings at dinner and she left them in my purse. So guess what? I'm wearing them. She's never getting them back. But aren't they so pretty? I love them. It inspired me. I'm going to go out. I'm going to get her these back, but I'm going to go out and buy my own. But I love all the little gold. They're just so feminine and beautiful. I just want to keep like touching my hands and playing with them. So that's another thing, maybe with this new moon energy, start to buy things that make you feel good. Start to dress your earth suit in whatever just like texture wise feels good. Like this shirt I'm wearing, my friend Elisa had her aunt make it for my 40th. It's a crop top. She knows I love crops. And there's a 4 and a heart, obviously, because you guys know I love hearts, but the texture of the shirt is so silky and so smooth, and it's a crop top, which is my favorite. So like dress your body in things that you love to have that pump, like that pump in your step, the pep in your step. But that's the whole point of life, is how can we find joy in the small moments? How can we step out of our grief, step out of our sadness momentarily? I'm not saying get over your grief because we've all been through it. But how can you find joy in the small moments? Joy in the small moments are looking down at your fingers and loving what you see and loving how they feel and loving your shirts. And everything is about the experience here. And how can we manifest the best one? And speaking of manifest, as I shuffle, you guys, I've had the craziest 2 weeks. So much has happened. I have such good news. I told you that I want to share, and I will soon. But Seven of Earth, which is Seven of Pentacles. It says seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future, which is so my manifestation. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future, unnecessary worry. So because of the news I got recently about a huge manifestation coming true, I woke up feeling so like I can chill now. I can relax. Everything's coming my way. And it's like my flowers are going to be blooming and they take a little bit of time. So I'm going to have to be patient. And so this message is for someone out there. You are also about to receive something, so you don't have to stress. Be in the energy of loving your experience, loving what you're wearing, loving what you're cooking, candles lit, good coffee. My sister got me this cute coffee mug for my birthday. 1982 is the year that I was born. So just completely enjoying every part of your experience. You get in your car, put on music that you love, put the windows down, feel the breeze on your face. Just be so incredibly present in every single minute of your day. And you will manifest so many wonderful things because you're always going to be in that energy of appreciating, and your energy is going to be lifted. Like the book said, like I just had a vision of what the book was and I couldn't remember the title that we got today. But it was something about your energy, and I'm not going to scroll back and look for the page, but maybe you guys can remember, but it's that upbeat energy. And if we can always maintain that, our life will be so abundant in love and joy and peace. We'll attract all great scenarios. And when other scenarios pop up, we trust that, oh, this is a lesson. What do I need to learn here? Let me move through it and trust that it's here for me. Okay. But my last 2 weeks have been insane. So it started with my birthday. I journaled that I wanted to go on a boat. If I had $1 million, Michelle, what would you do? I'd go on a boat with like 10 of my friends. Well, literally 2 days later, I had a friend, a client, who texted me, hey, Michelle, you got to come to our beach house and hang out with us. And I was just, not thinking anything of it. And I was like, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'd love to hang out with your sweet family. Not thinking it would actually happen like that week. And then the next text was, yeah, Dom can take you out on the boat. And I was like, they have a boat? I was like, oh my God, I just wrote in my journal 2 days ago that I wanted to go on a boat. And it didn't need to be like a yacht or anything. I just wanted to be on the water in a bathing suit, music playing, feeling the sun. Like, just my favorite part about being on that boat was just the ride. Like we went out to the sandbar and we anchored down and we just played and had music blaring and stuff. But my favorite part was moving. I love being on the water and just moving. I would just ride the whole time. And I think that's why I love driving so much too. It's the movement that feels good for me. But I can't even tell you guys, I had 4 boat rides in like 2 days, manifested it. Then for my birthday, I have been manifesting like a surprise party since I was like 5 years old. And when I say manifesting, I just was wishing for one. I would be in my bed at night praying, I hope my friends surprise me this year. I was like 10 years old, and then at 17, and then at my 20s, I was like hoping my boyfriend would do it for me. And it just never happened. And boom, I turned 40, and like my 2 friends were like, hey, we're going to take you out on Sunday. Be ready at 10:30. We're not telling you where you're going. So I thought it was just me and the 2 of them. Well, I get in the car and we get to the restaurant. I figured we were going to brunch because it was at 10:30 in the morning. And I walk in and there's just a table of all of my favorite people. And I'm like, oh my God, I started crying. So then the boat thing happened. The surprise party happened. Then I got this manifestation that's kind of top secret that I can't share yet. I also got a manifestation. I'm going to get to be on a TV show sharing about my story and defining what creativity is and how I tapped into my creativity. So that's going to be filmed on September 6th. So much is happening in my life. And that's why I haven't really been on YouTube much. And through all of that too, I just felt exhausted and I just wanted to take a break and just rest. So maybe me sharing all of this, thank you so much for listening to me talking about myself the whole time. But I wanted to show you guys that like my manifestations are happening and yours can too. And being in that upbeat energy, appreciating the small things, loving your life, treating yourself to wonderful things and truly just stepping through the fear when it arrives. Like when I got that opportunity to do the TV show, my knees were shaking. And I was like, oh my God, Michelle, there's going to be cameras. I can't do this. And I'm like, no, when I'm shaking, that means I need to go do it because it's going to be my greatest joy. On the other side of your fear is your highest joy. It's your desires. So you have to go towards that scary feeling. All right. Let's see what other messages are here for this new moon. I also know a bunch of my clients are just meeting new people, they're dating, and it's like, it's out of nowhere. And it's just so wonderful to see my clients feeling this energy, the same energy that I'm feeling. It's like your wishes that you've been wishing for your whole life are coming true this week. Yep. And I talk about the beach and the water, the queen of water. Look at this girl. Holy cow. And there's a mermaid at the top of her chalice. It says loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights, caring for others, but forgetting to take care of yourself. Trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends, follow your heart. So the Queen of Water is just the ultimate woman who, she's the ultimate divine feminine, who is the master of her emotions. So being on water and around water represents emotions. It's connection. And she is the deepest connection there is. She's the queen. Let's get one more. All right, universe, what about the Queen of Water? What do you want us to know about her? What do my viewers need to know? What does this mean? Is somebody mastering? Oh, yes. Six of Air, Six of Swords. This is coming out of a hard time and finally getting your desires. And you guys, you're not even going to believe this. It's a freaking boat and it's a swan. I've been on a boat so many times, like I just said, and there were swans in the water. I had 2 clients texting me about swans recently. So this is leaving and coming out of a dark storm and heading towards brighter days, calmer seas. It says the end of challenging times, things are looking up, a welcome relief, finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of depression or an illness, travel or relocation. And I have to tell you guys, when I was on this boat, I had my feet up, I had my head back, and I have never felt so much peace in my entire life. Like not even when I made a whole bunch of money, or not even when I was celebrating my daughter's birthday. On this boat, on the water, I felt like my life was clicking into place. I felt like I am meant to be here right now. The sun feels so good. Hearing the seagulls and just absorbing it all. I had never felt more calm. And the family that I was with was so peaceful and loving. Their energy was light. So I was literally in my own energy experiencing this. And it really felt like this. I was on the boat. It was like taking me there was allowing me to leave the darkness of my old life. And I'm finally in a space where I feel so freaking good. And it's funny because I don't have $1 million. I don't have a partner. I don't have a home. I don't have kids, all the things that I want. But I am in this space of feeling so good. And you guys are going there too. And I am just the example. So when I share my stories, I'm being guided to share to show you what it feels like. So when you are getting to that space of feeling that good, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember Michelle saying this about how she felt on that boat. I'm feeling this right now in my car or in my bathtub or hugging one of my kids. You're going to feel this aha energy like I made it. I finally feel at home in my body. And wherever you are when you're feeling that, like I was on a boat, so that's a sign that I like water. My soul resonates with water and being on the water. So that was a huge thing that I didn't know. I've only been on a boat like twice in my life. And I got to go on 4 rides in the last week. So it was a total coming home for me. Like it made me want to move. I want to go live in that house that I was at. I'm like, I just want to be there all the time and just wake up and look out and see water. So it's a new manifestation for me. And I know there's a lot of you, oh, I just got the Lovers card. I know there's a lot of you who've written me on my channel and said like, you want to live by the beach, you want to live by water. So let's do it. Let's manifest it. And then we have, of course, the Lover's card. You guys know what this means. This means connection, true connection, finally coming together and living that life in harmony. I just heard in harmony, not together, but in harmony. And as I just looked up, I can see my 2 swans and they're head to head, all cute. So it's like the egos have been, I just heard the egos have been dropped and it's time to come together. So maybe your person is just waiting around the bend for you and they had to tie up some loose ends in their life, and it's somebody you've never met, and they're going to walk in, they're going to knock your socks off, they're going to take you on their boat, and they're going to take you to better days. And you all along were working on your emotional status. You are working on your healing. You are growing. You are becoming the queen of your life. Or king. Okay. Let's end with my deck and then an animal card. Is there a decision you are needing to make? Sit in silence and ask yourself to be open to receiving the answer. It will come when you least expect it. It will be a gentle whisper from your heart. I've been using this message like 4 times in my last few readings, and it's like when somebody loses something in their house, or when they are needing to make a big decision, like, do I go here? Do I stay? Do I move? Do I take, maybe there's 2 job offers and you don't know which one to take. Literally pause, breathe for 2 minutes, hand on your heart, hand on your belly, calm your nervous system down, and then ask the question. Say, do I want to do this? Or should I go? The first answer that pops in your head, you will have one. And if it's scattered, that means you need to breathe more. If your thoughts are scattered when you ask the question, you are not calm enough. So then you need to go into a deeper breathing routine. But you will get the answer. You don't need to look outside of yourself for the answers. You know, do I get divorced? You'll hear a yes or a no. Do I leave this job? You'll hear a yes or a no. It will just hit you. Okay, animal card, and then we're going to end this new moon reading. Be sure to journal what you want to call into your life, okay? Or maybe even just sit in a quiet meditation for 2 minutes and say, universe, please bring me this, or I'm so grateful that now I have this. And that's what I did with my big manifestation I'm going to tell you guys about in a couple weeks when I'm allowed to talk about it. But it was something that I just kept saying every morning, and now it's here. All right, we have the Moth card. And side note, if anybody tries to ask me on the side what it is, I probably shouldn't have told you, because now I'm probably going to be like, what is it, Michelle? Like, all of my friends are going to ask me and I literally can't tell a soul. So if any of my friends are watching, I'm so sorry, I can't tell you, but just know that it's so good and it's something I've always wanted. But anyway, so the moth, this is a moth to a flame. You are magnetic. You are finding that everybody is being drawn to you right now. People are reaching out, wanting to hang out with you. You're getting hit on left and right. You're getting looks. People are noticing that you are glowing, and it's the color green. The green represents your heart chakra. When your heart chakra is in love, or you're in love with your life or yourself, you magnetize everything to you. The money, the career, the opportunity, the friends, the boat rides, the experiences. So the moth is the final card in this new moon reading. And this is saying this is a really magnetic time. So use it. Manifest whatever you want to call in, journal it, write it down, meditate on it. There's no right or wrong way to manifest. It's putting yourself in the vibration of having the thing that you desire. That is the most important part. Is 1, knowing what you want, being very specific. 2, pretending like it's already here. You're living your life as if you have the thing. And 3, identifying your core beliefs around it. Like, if you want to call in money, do you believe that it's going to be hard to maintain that money, or to use that money, or to save that money? If you think it's just going to fly out of your hands and it's going to go to all these things to pay bills, you're not going to feel confident keeping that money. So it might not come to you. So you have to look at your core beliefs around it. Okay. All right. So manifesting energy this week. Let's get after it. Happy new moon. And I will see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. And I'm sending you so much love. Also, before I leave you, I posted already on my channel that the energy is intense, or maybe I posted on my Instagram, but there's a fast moving energy this week. So if you're feeling like you can't get things done, electronics are not working, you're walking in circles and you're literally trying to like focus and you can't, go take a bath, get outside in nature. It is not the time to get things done. When you're in that energy, you're just going to create more mania. Okay. So chill out, rest. You have permission. Take a half day from work if you can. Get some sleep. All right, lovies. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.